Hello and welcome to the World News. I am Chidera. Rosecamille, Aneke. Here are the headlines. National Examination Council announces new examination dates. Bayelsa State Deputy Governor folds councillors' impeachment threats against local government chairman. Ebonyi State Governor suspends appointees from warring communities. Egyptian campaign against arms trade calls on United Kingdom to halt arms sales in Egypt. Details shortly. Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu has warned police officers against mounting checkpoints in the form of roadblocks on Nigerian roads. The IGP, who spoke during an interview with nationwide television, warned that any officer caught mounting a checkpoint will be punished. The IGP explained that instead of checkpoints, the police had resorted to stop and search operations, allowing policemen to search while on patrol. Breaking the culture of the roadblock, Adamu revealed that the force had set up a monitoring unit to ensure that officers comply with the checkpoint ban. Moving to political issues across the state, Anambra State chapter of the All Progressives Grand Alliance says there is no iota of truth in the news of the Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano defecting to All Progressives Congress. This came amid speculations that Obiano is likely to leave APGA for the APC to contest the Anambra North senatorial election in 2023. Obiano, who was elected on the platform of APGA in 2014, will complete his constitutional 2 tenures in office on March 17, 2022. The national coordinator of APGA Media Warriors Forum, Chinedu Obigwe, in his statement said the governor is not planning to defect to APC. Rather, he is committed to ensuring that a good successor who will continue the good works he's doing in Anambra will emerge from APGA. The general public are advised to disregard the disgruntled opposition elements' fabrication in this election season because they are politically motivated. And in Bayelsa, the Deputy Governor of the state, Lawrence Erujabo, has frowned on the incessant threats of the impeachment by councillors against local government council chairmen in the state. He said taking such actions without due process will only heat up the polity and create an atmosphere of political instability. Erujabo spoke during a parley with council chairmen and leaders of the legislative assemblies of the 8 local government areas in the state at his office in the government house, Yanegwa. In a press release by his senior special assistant on media, Drobara Atasi, the deputy governor has urged the councillors, particularly their leaders, to exhaust all avenues of dialogue and avoid confrontation as much as possible in their dealings with the other arms of government. He advised both chairman and councillors to shun selfishness and put the interest of their councils and the state above personal considerations, as they will all give account of their stewardship. Still on political issues, Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi has suspended all his political appointees from Effium and Ezai Effium communities following a bloody clash that claimed scores of lives and led to the destruction of property worth millions of naira. The crisis, which escalated in one of the communities and spilled into another, was as a result of clashes between 2 factions of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in the area. The governor, who spoke at the State Security Council meeting held in Effium community, said all the political appointees and stakeholders in police custody will remain in detention until peace is returned in the area. Umahi said he will also approach the State House of Assembly for it to make decisions on the fate of the elected political office holders from the area, vowing that any of them found to have a hand in the crisis will be tried for murder and ignition. In Kwara State, the caretaker committee of the All Progressives Congress APC has rejected the purported replacement of Bashir Bolarewa with his deputy Abdullahi Samari as chairman by the party's National Executive Committee (NEC). The caretaker committee made this known in Ilorin while addressing journalists. The Mai Mala Buni-led National Caretaker Committee of the APC had appointed the former state deputy chairman Abdullahi Samari as Bolarewa's replacement, but the vice chairman of the Kwara committee, Theophilus Oyebiyi, said the alleged letter of appointment being paraded on the social media did not emanate from the national headquarters of the APC. He called on members of the party to be a respecter of the rule of law and be above board in dealing with all the party affairs, adding that Bolarewa still remains the chairman. Enugu Electricity Distribution Company EEDC has commenced mass meter rollout to its customers under the National Mass Metering Program NMMP, being an initiative designed by the federal government of Nigeria to ensure speedy deployment of meters to electricity customers. This development was disclosed by the EEDC head of corporate communications, Aneke. He assured that meters will get to the customers free of charge.
To announce to our customers that we have started a pre-survey using 2 of our districts as pilot. Our customers within those feeders, selected feeders, will be metered, and the meter is coming to them free. They don't need to make any payments to get these meters.
Aneke advised customers against falling victim to some elements that might want to extort them, while assuring them that the meter will definitely get to everyone.
Anybody that is approaching them, trying to extort them, is not representing us. They need to report that person immediately. All we ask for is their patience while we make efforts to ensure that this exercise benefits our customers.
The EEDC head of corporate communications stated that a substantial number of electricity consumers within the EEDC network would have been metered by the end of the year. Following requests by candidates to be given more time to complete the registration process for the 2020 SSCE External, the National Examinations Council has fixed new dates for the examination. In a statement by the Head Information and Public Relations Division, Aziz Sani, the council noted that the examination, which was earlier scheduled to commence on 1st February 2021 and end on 3rd of March 2021, will now commence on February 8th, 2021 and end on March 10th, 2021. The council also informed the set of candidates who missed some papers during the 2020 SSCE internal due to the NSAS protest in some states to take note of these new dates and report for the examination accordingly at their various examination centers to be designated. All candidates are advised to access the revised examination timetable on the council's website at www.neco.gov.ng. This is 107.3 Darling FM Owerri. If you are just joining us, you are listening to the World News. In the news, National Examination Council announces new examination dates. Bayelsa State Deputy Governor falls councillor's impeachment threat against local government chairman. Ebonyi State Governor suspends appointees from warring communities. Still to come, Egyptian campaign against arms trade calls on United Kingdom to halt arms sales in Egypt. Still ahead is Business Report. Stay tuned.
of the developing stories during the week. Do you want to get up to speed with the news? Tune in to the People's Radio 107.3 Darling FM at noon every Saturday for the Week in Review. The Week in Review, reminding you of the week's stories today.
Welcome back to the World News on 107.3 Darling FM. Now to the foreign scene. On the 10th anniversary of the Egyptian uprising, the campaign against the arms trade has called on the United Kingdom's government to end arms sales and support for the Egyptian regime. The group in a statement said it held the Egyptian military regime responsible for massacring protesters and torturing dissidents. Since the 18-day uprising that toppled longtime dictator Hosni Mubarak, the United Kingdom government has licensed $297.6 million worth of arms to Egypt and singled it out as a core market for arms sales. Since Defense Minister turned President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi rose to power, the Egyptian army has been fighting a heavy-handed war on terror in the North Sinai province that has seen children disappeared, houses razed to the ground, and thousands forcibly disappeared from their homes. In business, federal government says it is set to engage 30,000 graduates to serve as agriculture extension workers who will provide strategic support to farmers across the country. It also announced that it had empowered 20 young Nigerian farmers with an initial take-off grant of 30 million naira, adding that the fund was provided through the Bank of Agriculture. Executive Secretary, National Agricultural Land Development Authority, Paul Ekone, told journalists in Abuja that the graduates will be trained in agricultural extension services, including the collection of soil samples and how to conduct soil tests. He said the approval to engage the graduates was given by the President Muhammadu Buhari, adding that the extension workers will be deployed across the country. Paul Ekone also said the initiative is basically for graduates of agriculture and other related science courses, as participants would be given the required soil test kits and soil collection sample kits. And that's the World News as produced by Uchoma Sophia Afolabi. You can reach our news desk for coverage and eyewitness report on 0818-732-5104 or send an email to darlingfmnews@gmail.com. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms on Facebook at Darling FM 1073. You can also listen to Darling FM from anywhere in the world. Go to www.darlingfm.ng and click to listen. Stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands with soap under running water and use a face mask if you must go out. I am Chidera, Rosecamille, and Aneke. Nchikota Akoko is at 7 p.m. Good afternoon.